Hello everyone, this is Sajin, and this video is related to the work that I have been doing on influencer marketing. One of the common questions that we see is how do you make a webinar successful? How do you make sure that you are producing a webinar that your audience walks away with key takeaways? How do you make sure that you are creating actionable tips that your audience can deploy next day when they get to office? So these are some of the things that we'll be discussing in today's video. The first one in this list is the mistakes that people do is not creating attendee persona, and this is very important for all webinar producers, webinar creators to understand that if you don't have an attendee persona, then you cannot create a messaging that will resonate to them. So the first step here is to understand your persona. Think through the company size, think through their industry, think about their goals, aspirations, what values you can add, where do they go to get more information, what keeps them awake. These are some of the questions that you should seriously consider while you creating through the attendee persona. The second one on this list is not planning buying stages. You would see that content that does not address the exact buying stages have very less impact on the buying or have very less impact on the conversion, and hence it's very important that you look at what the buying stage is and create your webinar that addresses the buying stages. For example, if somebody is at the awareness stage, then you want to talk about how to do and if somebody is at a consideration stage, then you want to talk about a case study, or you should look at myth busting if somebody is at a evaluation stage or awareness stage more precisely. And so you should look at what is the buying stage and what kind of content or webinar that you want to create for this audience. The third key mistakes to avoid is not planning your key messaging. What do you want the messaging to come out from this webinar? What is it that you want to highlight? Do you want to highlight your thought leadership? Do you want to provide evidence? Do you want to provide awareness? What exactly are you planning to achieve from this webinar? So think through your key messaging, and that is very important when you are planning to create a successful webinar. The fourth and the last mistake to avoid is not selling your core offerings. You would see that there is a fad in the market, or there is a buzzword, or there is a new technology or a new topic in the market, and everybody is doing webinar on that. But you should consider whether you have expertise to serve that particular topic or that particular offering. If you do not have demonstrable evidence, if you do not have a case study, if you cannot make a convincing case that you have an experience and you have solved a similar problem, then you shouldn't be doing webinar on that topic. Unless I'm assuming that your objective is to generate lead and then convert them to buying customers. And if that's your objective, then it's very important that you sell your core offerings. Don't sell what you cannot fix. That's all for today. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.